Hey guys, and welcome back with Kat. Thank you for joining me in another video, as this week I share with you some fun dishes and ideas for the holiday season, just to carry you through the celebrations with family who may not be on the carnivore diet like yourself. And honestly, I feel like all of these dishes could be pretty good for anybody, regardless what kind of diet they're on. I find them pretty tasty. But today's episode, I'm going to share with you how to make crackers. That's right. So it's very simple ingredients. Obviously there's no flour or anything like that in here, but I thought it'd be really nice to add in a nice crunchy texture into our meat and cheese selection as we are serving up our appetizer for this holiday season. And I really want to enjoy that as well along with everyone else. And since I don't typically eat carbs on my diet, I wanted to find something that gave me the same sensation. And so let me share with you how I do just that. My secret Santa's out there. I would love a Christmas apron. Okay, ready. Here are my pork rinds. You really don't need that much. For our crackers today, we're gonna be grinding these up into a fine powder. So let's do that with a blender. Before I actually put these into the blender, I'm gonna crush it up by hand. I absolutely love this Magic Bullet. I find that it makes it a much easier method for me in order to get this pork rinds into a fine powdery mix, as you see here. And I really wanted something as close to a floury consistency as possible. So here is something I have to admit to you guys. This is where I messed up. Yeah, right here. I used sour cream. And so let me be honest with you. This was my genuine first attempt at making these crackers. And so I think it only does everyone justice for you to see that process, because this did take quite a few tries. As you can see, this poor guy here was dissatisfied as well. And so when I put this on the pan, it just gave me a really odd texture. It was really burnt at the bottom. So I thought, hey, let's just put it in the oven, which is the process that you see here. And I'm writing my letter to Santa, really telling him that I've been a good girl this year and that please let this come out good. And you know what? He just did not fulfill. So you've got another sad attempt. Well, here is my third attempt, and I am just rolling my dough, following the same old process, and just using that sour cream as my kind of my dairy base instead of heavy cream or any milk. And I'm just praying to Jesus that I did something right here. So let's see what the results are. But first, I must tell you guys, thank you so much in advance if you are watching this entire video. It really means a lot to me if you are subscribed. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and do so we can continue growing. All right, I appreciate you, and back to the video. Well, here are the results, and fail. So it turns out Jesus needs me to really learn patience here. So on to the fourth attempt. So here's what I settled on, and I hope to share this with you guys. So in addition to your 50 grams of ground pork rinds, you're going to want to add 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. Additionally, you'll be adding 3 egg yolks, because you really want something to bind everything together. And this is what I had the most trouble with. But just mixing all of this together, I'm slowly adding in 1 yolk at a time. That way everything's thoroughly combined. One thing that you won't see here, but I also found beneficial, was adding a tablespoon of butter to the entire mixture. Laying down my parchment paper for the last time today, I am just adding in my mixture to the center, and I'm working with saran wrap to help me form and shape my dough. So I'm just shaping this into a ball, and I'm letting it chill in the fridge for about 10 minutes. So with a rolling pin, I'm just going to spread this out into a roughly like 6 to 8 inch diameter. But I made sure that my dough was pretty thin. And so you'll see me working with that dough here. It was pretty easy to actually work with, but I'm a perfectionist, so I wanted to make sure this was exactly round. Close enough, right? All right, so put this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes and you'll start to see it cook. And here's the finale, you guys. This is the perfect attempt out of today. And so let's do a taste test to really get an idea of what the final outcome is. Honestly, I did not think that we would get here where I would be presenting to you our final product. But lo and behold, Jesus answered my prayers and here we are. So I've got our cracker pieces and I'm really anxious to try this out with our brie cheese. That's what I'm pairing it with today. All right, so let's taste it together. Cheers. Okay, let me tell you what Kat's really thinking, that she's really hungry and that this is satiating her appetite, but is it a true cracker form? I'm not really sure. I challenge you guys to up me and find a better way in prepping a cracker, one that is carnivore friendly and 0 carbs. I thought adding some pepperoni on top would give it a little bit more oomph that was missing, and can't say it hit the spot. I wish I was a little bit more enthusiastic about this, but let me tell you, the flavor is there and it's got that light crispiness to it, but it just needs more crunch. You know what I mean? All right. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me in another video, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow where I bring you another. You guys take care and I will see you then.